Hi, welcome to Watch the Time and another plane review. This is a really long-term review of the Durafly or Hobby King Tundra, and a few people have asked me recently about this plane. Would it be a good trainer? Would it be good? And it's just a great all-rounder. So I thought I'd give it a bit of love, and I was just doing some maintenance on the undercarriage and thought I'd share this with you. What a great little plane this is. My experience with it started off not particularly great. This was the original version, and the where the wings plugged in, it had these little plugs and sockets for the ailerons and the flaps, so you didn't have to connect servo leads. But they were substandard in the original version, and mine fouled on I think it was like the second flight, and the ailerons locked on, full aileron, and it spun in and broke the plane in half, and you can see some of the damage down the side there. And then there's another break where my dad was actually flying the plane and crashed it on landing and broke the front off. So the front, it's been in half twice, repaired and put back together, no problems at all. And then the third time it kind of crashed I was actually waiting for the glue to dry after the second crash, and my dog knocked it off the dryer and smashed both wings off. So then I had to repair all that, but all gone back together. I've just got the wings, the servos in the wings are all connected just by normal servo leads. I never understood on the Tundra why it needed those plug-in things, because it's not a plane particularly that most people are going to take the wing off for transport. And I understand that the new version, the Mark II or whatever it is version, is a lot better and don't suffer the similar problems. The other thing I've changed on it is the propeller. The one that come with it was the fancy carbon thing, and I've just got an 11A APCE on there, and that works absolutely perfectly. Lots of wear on the tyres on mine. It was the original, just solid foam tyres, nothing fancy, no good for hard standing, but absolutely fine in grass, and lots of springiness in the undercarriage, so that all works well. I'm on my original motor, my original speed controller, and all the original servos apart from one flap servo, which I just changed to one of those little blue 9-gram servos. Now I'm going to overlay some footage of a flight that I had last night with this Tundra, just to show that it's not just about it's not a trainer particularly, or just slow flight, or just touch and go. It's a really versatile plane. You can do all sorts of stunts. You can fly it in a fun fly manner, an F3A style manner. You can just do a lazy floating around manner. You can use the flaps, you don't need to use the flaps. It's just so versatile. The flaps I have set up 2 stages, 45 degrees and 90 degrees, nice and simple, slow deploy with a bit down elevator, and then everything else is done on the stick. So I can bring this directly down to the field, hit the full flaps, and still land just in front of my feet, no problem at all. It's a great lightweight plane. I use 2200 3-cell LiPo, nothing fancy, just like Turnigy. These are rated allegedly at 30 to 40C, but just any old 2200 LiPo should be enough to put this thing through its paces. It won't go vertical all day, but it goes vertical enough to have fun, and it prop hangs reasonably well. It's not got massive surfaces, so you need to be on your toes when you're trying to prop hang it, and it depends on the wind. A different propeller would probably make it a little bit easier to prop hang. The 11A is probably a little bit too pitchy for prop hanging, probably something like maybe a 12.6 or a 12.5 would be better for prop hanging. A battery I've just got sits in the front on a little piece of Velcro, again nothing fancy, just sits there, no straps or anything. I've never had an issue with it coming free or anything. The wing struts seem to do their job quite well. The wing stays nice and stable in flight. There doesn't seem to be any flexing to speak of. It spins and flicks really nicely. Obviously touch and goes are what this is great for. You can really grease it in lovely, or you can just nose it in and bounce it. It doesn't really make much difference. It doesn't matter. One wheel touch and goes are great fun. Dragging one wheel along the grass on takeoff and landing or touch and goes is great fun. Cranking that rudder in just as you're taking off, and it kind of gets into a 45-degree side slip, and you can fly around all day like that. It's great fun. So would I recommend it? Absolutely I would. It's easy to maintain, it's easy to repair when you smash it up, it's great fun, it's lightweight, it's relatively cheap compared to the amount of fun you have out of it. It flies great, it does everything, you know, inverted, stall turns, point rolls, flick rolls, spins, you know, it will do pretty much. It does knife edge, need a lot of aileron and a lot of juggling with the rudder, with the elevator to keep it in knife edge, but it will do it. Yeah, it does. It's one of my go-to planes really. This and the Watt 4 foamy for just something to hack around is great fun, and you know, it's not fancy, it's nothing special, it's just a lump of foam, whatever, but I just really enjoy flying it, and this has been flown to death. I mean, literally, it's had so much use. I mean, I've had it for a good couple of years now, and it's really been through the ringer. It really has. But I still absolutely enjoy it. And I've got much nicer planes that I fly. I've got some nice F3A style pattern ships and things which are lovely and precise, and etc. But there's something about just chucking around a bush style plane that I don't need a landing strip for this, to be honest. I can take it off and land it pretty much anywhere. I'm blessed in my club with, as you will see from the video, a decent flying strip, but this will pretty much take off from anywhere. Sometimes in the winter when there's no one else flying, I'll just fly it from the heli square, which is, you know, just a very small square, but it doesn't matter because you can take off and land this within about 2 feet. I mean, with full flaps deployed, full throttle and up elevator, this will take off in about 6 inches and just go straight up. And it's great fun doing that kind of stuff. I think originally it had, or it definitely did, it had reverse, but I can't get that working anymore. That seems to have died. That seems to be the only thing that's really died on it, is the reverse, and that's for when you've got it on floats. I've still got the floats somewhere in the garage. I've never used them. I haven't really got anywhere I can use them around here, so but that's no drama. Perhaps I should use them in the winter when it's snowing, but maybe I'll get them out when it's next snows. So there you go, that's my thoughts on the Tundra. I just absolutely love it. It's just a great little plane, not a lot of money. If you can get hold of them at the moment, I 100% recommend it. I've had a few people learn to fly on these, and whilst I wouldn't say it's the perfect trainer, because they're a touch slow flying for a trainer, I prefer people to fly something a little bit quicker, but generally they're a reasonably good trainer. And yeah, and it's just a great do-it-all plane. I know there's lots of different kind of Tundra style planes around at the moment, and I know there's a big thing about the Draco, and then there's the Grand Tundra. I've had the Grand Tundra. I preferred the little one, so I sold it. I just prefer the smaller Tundra. I just think it flies better. It's just a bit more flicky, a bit more snappy, and a bit more fun. So there you go. I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you're thinking about getting a Tundra, just get it, just pull the trigger and get one. Absolutely fantastic little plane. Well done, Durafly. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, bye.